EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. Across from him, his counterpart, the Cardinals' Jonathan Gannon. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 20 carries, 122 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Niners coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw right side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. One of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So out come the Cardinals and their offense in great starting field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Brissett. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
5 yards on the play. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22.
Brissett. This will be swung out here for Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Well, he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I'm not sure he falls into the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Now Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
19, 10, 13. Let's go.
To throw is Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
19, 10.
He'll run for it with Connor. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Purdy from the gun. That is caught. And he's going to have the Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, 49ers.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You can look at this defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
And the 49er first down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. And a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Brissett sets to throw it. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Brissett now. Screen pass to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Here's Brissett. Got his man. It's Dortch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And the Cardinals 1st down.
Here's Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
49ers 39-yard line.
13. Go.
To throw, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a legal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Purdy looking to throw. Flush to his right. To the right side, here's Miller. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
First down, 49ers.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Shoves him aside. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Back to throw, Purdy. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 35, here's a second down and 9. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action, now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Purdy bootlegging it. His throw caught around the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Juwan Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A short one here, caught by McBride. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5 brings up
Brissett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In motion is Dortch. Out of the gun, Brissett. That pass completed to Dortch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Second down at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Brissett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second.
8 yards
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The 31-yard line.
Again, it's Brissett. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
19, set, 20, quit, go.
Now Brissett. To Connor on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final play of the half. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Bears. And this is J.J. McCarthy. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Vikings had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Rico Dowdle. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Bucky Irving. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Buccaneers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Jake Moody to kick off.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
To throw is Brissett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Brissett sets to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
21 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the counter, it's Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go, let's go, let's go. 12.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run behind center with Connor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Screen pass to Connor. He's into space past the 25. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Cardinals. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Brissett now. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Connor. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Brissett. That's to the pylon and incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Still 1st down.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Robinson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. on the sneak. And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brock Purdy, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. Now Moody for the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
19, set.
They start with a give to counter. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
On play action, Brissett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
49ers 14.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
3. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
one incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now again, right side McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second down at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First down, 49ers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The football going back over to Arizona now. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Here's Brissett. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Brissett. He's got this downfield in the grind. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Connor up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. An option handoff given to Connor. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Going to have to work the sideline here to try and somehow give their kicker a shot. That's complete to Pearsall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. Gets around it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. A slant to Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
A gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, we know they like to get him the ball in space there, underneath route, get it to him, let him make some people miss. Turned out to be a big play in overtime.
Did it ever. And let's face it, it's a league of matchups. That's what you want. Get a running back into space, as you talked about. Put the ball on him, let him do the work afterwards. And that time, it worked really well.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Prater's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And able to get this out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Cody Simon Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now 3rd down and very long. To throw is Purdy. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
That's interference. Defense.
A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Purdy to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And this is not going to do it. It's no good. An ambitious effort to try and force this game into sudden death, but it was not to be, and they fall by 3 in overtime. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. You weren't likely to make it in the first place.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business, not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for the Cards, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the 49ers. And it's Marvin Harrison Jr. He has a step. He has the grab. The Cardinals win their second straight, and they do it in style. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Tutu Atwell. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep. And this time, it works. The Rams get the victory, 27-21 the final. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And oh, look at Patrick Mahomes. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The Chiefs get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Carolina sideline. Here's a look at head coach Dave Canales. These guys looking for a repeat of last week's win here. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kate Scott's joined by my partner Brock Hewitt. It's going to be Greg Zerline to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun is Purdy. Throw is there for Sky Moore. And he nabs him about 12 yards there before going out. But even with that, it's still third down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Get set, get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time a flag flies, somebody moved early. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Purdy setting up that play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 2nd and long. Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end? Often the ones who make a postseason run.
Get set, get set.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You're in the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to it. I mean, they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pearson on the slant. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Pass caught in by Jennings. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He brings it in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
To the air again, Purdy. And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of boys. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
It's a gain of 17 on that one, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 6. First down, Panthers.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Second down at the Niners' 44-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
Shotgun snap, now Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
3rd and long for him here. Searches from the pocket. He's marking over or something here. Just chucks it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Secures this at the 17. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Panthers. No
3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Purdy throwing here. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Play action now. Purdy buying some time left. Throwing on the run. Deep. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st down from the red zone. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pull at it for a further 13-zip. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Panthers nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready. Look, ready.
Tight end in motion right. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run was set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They run again with Hubbard. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, look you here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
And the Panthers first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
These defenders, they can just feel it. You're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in the sack, just like that.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Young working from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. He'll get it at the 9. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
First and goal on the 7-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Robinson. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Play action now with Purdy. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 20-zip lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Panthers nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. We get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Man, he's been having a great 1st half. Really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
Going to the ground again on throw. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw, Purdy. That's caught for the 1st. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That one gains 7. And that's a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Purdy. Brushes him off with ease. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And no surprise here, they decline the flag because the play got a 1st down, so they're going to happily let it stand. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Purdy. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dumped off to his running back.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now from back at the 7, here's 3rd and goal. On the gun is Purdy. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers headed out on offense again just before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Let's go.
Young on 1st and 10. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Rams at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's Puka Nacua. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Rams come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And when you've got a running back like this, just let him do his thing. Bijan Robinson. 54 yards to the house. The Falcons get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Eagles. And it's the veteran A.J. Dillon. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Eagles get their 9th win of the season as they get the victory here. With that, a look now at what else transpired on a busy weekend in the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our 3rd quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. With Martin making that play. Now, this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end? Often the ones who make a postseason run.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Young's going to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Carolina in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Start the second half with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Purdy. After he caught by his back. McCaffrey. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Escapes a defender. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, we give to Hubbard. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
This time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number two, to do it so quickly. A 3 and out in that situation. And really, listen, if there is a path to a comeback, and that's a big if right now, it's going to take sustained drives, and a 3 and out just devastating on that possession.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers piling onto the scoreboard yet again.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. If the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back to the start of our third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. Juke the defender. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Carolina offense headed out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Ready.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. It's Young, the throw here on first. McMillan hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Check White. Ready.
Young on the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Panthers.
Now Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Again, it's Young. It's pumped by Hubbard. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Now, hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Come on, set.
To the air yet again. Young. Jump off caught by his back. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
On the ready.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. From the pistol, it's Young. Finds Sanders. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Some space inside the 15. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Hubbard goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap, now to Young. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers lower the deficit they face. It's a Bryce Young touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers getting back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Robinson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Another carry for Robinson. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. He surges ahead for 5, make it 2nd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First throw for the backup now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away. What's next?
And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
Ready.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He takes it himself. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Looking for a target. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Third down and 7 yards to go.
Ready, ready. 45.
Young working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Blue 30. Ready.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First carry here for Jordan James. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
That's good.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Boost 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Robinson on the inside give. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying with Robinson. We saw we've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The 49ers continue piling it on here in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
41, Panthers 7. Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers set to take the field. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. 1st down, Young. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Come on, set.
Now they send their back in motion right. Good step up, and there he goes. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
And he's taken down with some quality yardage on that play.
Jake, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And the 49ers get there and take him down. And that pushes them back, third down coming up. Looking to throw, Young. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready.
To the air on first down, Young. Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's got it, so they'll put a little ways back with a touchdown. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Panthers take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
2/3 of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the former Notre Dame pass catcher, Michael Mayer. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The 49ers have no problem in this one. They win it going away. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Puka Nacua. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Rams get it done as they come away with the win. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Eagles. And it's the veteran, A.J. Dillon. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Eagles get it done on the road as they come away with the win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.